Hello, today I'm going to make some butterscotch pudding, but I'm modifying the recipe to make it no fat or low fat and no sugar. So the first ingredient is asking for 4 tablespoons of butter, but you can use either applesauce or, believe it or not, any kind of white can or light colored bean that you can get in the grocery store, or pumpkin. So today I'm going to try using pumpkin. So the first ingredient is 4 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to take 4 tablespoons of my pumpkin ingredient, and I'm going to put it in my pan, in my saucepan, with 1 cup of sweetener. This brand is Apriva, which is like a no-calorie sweetener, like Splenda. And then it asks for 3/4 of a teaspoon of coarse sea salt. And I didn't want that much sodium myself, so I put like less than half of that. I think it's just for flavor anyways. And then what you're supposed to do is, normally, you know, you'd mix it together in a nice heavy bottom pan and get that nice and warm and mix it all up, and then put it with some of your milk and cornstarch products. So it's asking for a total of 2.5 cups of whole milk. I'm going to cut that into a very low-fat milk. So I happen to have whole milk, but I used like maybe 3/4 of a cup of whole milk, filled that, and then filled it all the way to the top of 2.5 cups. And then they say of that 2.5 cups, you're supposed to take about a quarter cup of the 2.5 cups and mix your 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and mix that up in the cool milk and water mixture. And then it's asking for 2 large eggs, which I'm using an all-white egg product. It's the pasteurized egg whites. Any brand will do. So I use the equivalent of 2 large eggs for that. And so then I'm whisking that together and adding it together, whisking the eggs in with the milk mixture, mixing it all together till it comes to a nice low boil, whisking frequently. And then I'm adding the rest of the mixture in. And the whole thing about the butterscotch is, they say back in olden days that the scotch came from the Scotch, like the whiskey scotch. So I happen to have some scotch, so it asks for a couple of teaspoons of that, so I just kind of eyeballed that in there. And then also, of course, vanilla. So then you just mix that all together, remove that from heat until mix it together until it's about the consistency of hot fudge. And they say about a minute, but I put mine in for longer since it was a little bit, I wanted mine thicker. And then you put it into the custard size glasses. It says to keep that in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours before serving. So here's my little cups that I put in the refrigerator. Hopefully we'll be able to eat those soon. Thanks. Okay, it's 4 hours later, and I really wanted my husband to try the butterscotch pudding so you could see his reaction. There's Levi.
What is it?
This is butterscotch pudding. That has been modified. There's some chocolate swirls on top and some non-fat, non-dairy whipped topping, like Dream Whip style.
It's like banana pudding, a little
Banana.
bit. Butterscotch. Yeah, I taste the butterscotch. It's really good.
Do you taste any other flavors in the butterscotch?
Well,
It tastes butterscotchy.
it tastes butterscotchy.
Does it taste pumpkin-y? Not at all. That's good.
Maybe just a little tiny bit.
Can you tell that it's sugar-free
No way.
and fat-free?
How did you make the whipped cream without fat?
It's non-fat. I mean, the only fat that, it's really low fat because we're using low-fat milk. But I mean, you can make it with non-fat milk if you wanted to.
No, it's really good.
Well, the only real fat that's in there is in the chocolate swirls.
I ate that first.
Yeah. But it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. Thanks.
Sure.
It's mine.
Yeah, you can have it. You can keep it. Success!